Hi, it's David from Breathe to Perform. Welcome back to our leadership development series. Today I want to talk a bit about habits, constructing habits, and helping your team build habits that last. Most of the leaders that we've had the privilege of working with across industries have had this phenomenal ability to cultivate habits, create habits, and build personal habits into their lives. Maybe it was an innate skill, maybe they studied habit creation, but they have habits that last, and it's gotten them to a position of leadership within their organization. Showing your team how to build habits is an art, and it's a simple art that once you scale it, you're going to find a team that can meet you at your level of habit maintenance, habit creation, and habit construction. So understanding habits, there's a phenomenal book called The Power of Habit, and I cannot recommend it enough to any workplace leader. But it looks at the component pieces of a habit, and we have cue, we have routine, we have reward. One thing I know I've done in my life, and we've seen teams that we work with in our adult lives fail to do, is put in the reward. It's a critical part of the mechanism. So let's take a really simple cue. I woke up. That means that this is a habit that you do when you wake up. Now we remove the when do I do this new thing. Let's take a simple routine. We'll use a 1-minute breathing exercise. No barriers, completely accessible, and an exercise that can actually shift physical state and put the person in a more relaxed and focused state. Right? And what would be a reward for waking up and practicing a 1-minute breathing exercise? Maybe it's a morning cup of coffee, maybe it's something you're already doing, linked into a loop that becomes unbreakable. If we extract that out and say, well, if we can teach our teams to start there and build deliberate habits in small loops, then they can scale that out to greater cues. Maybe it's entering an important meeting or getting up to speak before a large group in an important setting. Routines that last, that can be stress tested and that stand the test of time, and ultimately rewards. How do we treat ourselves well for the things that we've invested in working in, cultivating, and building together? So start with something as simple as a 1-minute breathing exercise. We have free resources that you can scale to your team to do that, and help your team build world-class habits from there.